Fion? And I don't know. Yes. May mama background be at the attempt that this Bawumia guy is just a kufuado. Ne photo album. Where crom for? Every balao. And members of Bawumia started campaign everywhere you go. A man for be run crom for. Oh yes, crom for back. He's a thief, a criminal. You are telling us when you could do a catch as an ambulance is 27 a year. When you could do a campus, we actually say, when I'm the ambulance, no buy. So 27 away. Where are they? Until Bawumia betray everywhere, or Baba campaign piano will be a money to crown flow. A thief, a criminal. Some Bawumia catcher Ghana for Muntia Sadiwi. Catcher say gold for oil. Bawumia, we no per president Teddy. Bawumia catcher say gold for oil. Judy Mensa was in 1973. Bawumia was a first year student at Tamasco. Yeah. First year student was on a day a Ghana card they buy. 73. First year student in Tamasco. Also on a bachelor Ghana for a friend is a Ghana card. A certified liar. Sani abono, sani a training no. If you are titini free no lies. A Muslim by night, a Christian by day. That is Bawumia for you. By the time I will finish with him, Obiabe unu eye Bawumia ne tentin ntetia. If Senipa 36 or 37% in MPP etimia rejecting her, it should tell you we can't afford to have a useless boy to come and lead this country. A useless boy. Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Eti for higher PENDREAM TV in patchos and your first time and subscribe to channel no found sabo adomane to say the video be at tour. Ube first person I share. Usha video ni we send voice note mine. I was 0277128777 0277128777. I be bo actually Ghana for you na. Eti for yanko share and video number.
Wamu DB na Ghana for be chase omo. Oh, yes, I never win. I mean, come. Break the 8 na way out. Break the 8. Noa. Omani abre omo noa. Omo hu di omo nya omo no. We ya. Krono say ya. Therefore, mamin dealing with Bawumia by the next 30 minutes. Ne mawie. Mamin dealing with Bawumia na miwie. Yenko tie Bawumia tape bi. Oso ono. Also the agenda 111 by. And what they one constituency, one ambulance by. And what they gold for oil buy. But you gold for oil no link nam the man why you need na. Why you need na. And not what trotro amame. Sir, okay, all right, that's no what trotro. Okay, so then Ghana card. Me ba cho o de maminwie you know we no namra be ye o sini vision no ye ngotie Bawumia se omoto aba no wie no kan so no on dia no during ne campaign no and also on the agenda 111 by on a day one constituency one ambulance by for and I remember the reason why Bawumia is a criminal. Me baba cham why Bawumia is a criminal, a thief, a certified thief, a criminal, complete criminal. Bawumia is a criminal, and trust me, this guy will be prosecuted. on say one wana say wade no aba be hye net no mu sa 4 policies we nyina no me be ka ho asema kire mo agenda 111 ne de adwuma akando aye no ho no ye de beto a criminal yengotie Bawumia on a niema waso ono na enya Akufo-Addo na de bae e ono na de bae Akufo-Addo nim ho asem biara.
Me, I am a vice president. I'm not yet a president. By the grace of God, you will make me a president. But I am a vice president. And you know that the work of a vice president is like the work of a headmaster, isn't it? Or first vice constituency chairman, isn't it? That is the nature of my work. But if you ask me, Dr. Bawumia, since you became vice president, what policy have you brought to bear on government that we can use to remember you by? I will tell you that we brought the Ghana card. No guarantor student loan, digital address system, mobile money interoperability, one constituency, one ambulance, agenda 111, Zongo Development Fund, NHIS digitalization. Today you can use your mobile phone to renew your national health insurance card. We have brought zip-line drones to deliver medicines. We have brought gold for oil. We have brought paperless post. We have brought e-pharmacy. We have brought I am a vice president.
Yeah. Now, this is Bawumia. Drones no menko ho. Bawumia ana kofa drones baya wo wiam $3 million a day. Bawumia drones no. Bawumia na kofa drones e baya wo wiam $3 million. E ma ya de se Akufo-Addo. You see, now, after a need down that the criminal activities, you live your business for you live your home, you live in your journey. The criminal activities, Ghana Nibia Utiemino, after na ye hunu ni pakra wa searchra odis aboneno. $3 million. And a year free a year drone transaction nimu. And today Bawumia is telling us that or no and a year sikano. Cromfo, a thief, a criminal, born a criminal, son of my no papatino, a criminal. And now he's confessing. Zongo Development Fund. Say ya auditing says ya. On Zongo Development Fund, Bawumia be Johnny. Over Trumrika, on the name. Bawumia pointed MPP near the Bawumia chi. And pointed one development say Zongo, ye say, Unim the Omnis can ye. Bawumia you sue on one in Yanum Zongo for. And what the coach budget. And obey ye be more so Omonfanua watch. True of us. Anya wache no mchira omo ye kire Zongo ni ba wache nuwa na Bawumia wo yire Samira wo mana kwa kwasua wache nuwa and now you think say Zongo for ni life we jiri say Zongo for ni life and omo ni Mustafa Hamid and yes ade no omo di omo success ka wie no and omo gu eye Zongo your friends say omote dey kwa me omo anti Zongo ministry ana omo gu no meboa omo ye no omo gu Zongo fund no ana on so omo gu no wow asem mpenipa onipa ana pe ne ho asem me kura nka bedu afi se Bawumia timi alidia di boni we Nzongo community no ekwaya odo mo fa so. But you see, match mo niema beye for bia obo so a me ma evidence to show that Bawumia is a criminal. And the first time I a Ghana card. Ghana card. Fa adia ni nyina to amaye se wayi ndi fa to ama mesra mo adia wa ya me de to ye Facebook page no se sia no o click ekọ eye National Identification Authority website site eda ho entenye bibi basabi ena mebe ka kire mo ya sheda yi ade no a omode ato National Identification Authority page ya de to your Facebook page because ya pesa Ghana ni bia ameno ho kwa me mama soro no mra na obia hunu na ye link ben screenshot it, please aha ma bibia mra clear ma bibia amra ya pese ma obia hu me pa cho ya de mo ko because a chance free baby story no chance Eugene Shasia free the first sentence. On say mo follow ye your Facebook page no. Ubehu me person national identification e ne ba. Ya no na omube amanfo behu say e ho na free. Also biometric provision of biometric okay so provision of biometric identity. National Identification Authority mpacho website ni website eni me pesa Ghana for mun follow ade we mame into website ni now you come to the main story good mesramo obi anyi sa document we Ghana ni biara enyi sa document we and these supporters munyi sa document we na mun fa nkura now ade na eda NIA for a website no me redeem kakra bi ntimu follow me ye and I read in 1973 national identity cards were issued to citizens in the border regions of Ghana including Volta, Northern, Upper East, Upper West, Bruafo and parts of the Western region. Wait at the website oh. I was 1973. From 1973, Bawumia a liar and a criminal. The project was discontinued 3 years later due to problems with logistics and lack of financial support. And this was the first time the idea of national identification system okay so mami use mami be from my phone no mami be from my phone no yeni mo betimi abo am more but my wedding that so say be omanfo betimi ayi na omo akenkai bi 1973 ene ye sha ade ase ade na wo ho ama Rollins ababeto so waye ho adwuma kofo ba ye wa be ne de NDC ba ye wa be ne de this block lazy boy say ono wajai eyi economist adwuma no eye na say die ye ka say die ono adwuma pa wono nimi ye pa no ene say ono Bawumia no na de eye Ghana card buy kwa me de link ni send you na ya na me hwehwe All right, so me pamcho enti mo no mo betimi ayi information they are talking. So I say the project was discontinued 3 years later due to problems with logistics and lack of financial support. This was the first time the idea of national identification system arose. Again, in 1987, the government of the Provisional National Defense Council (PNDC) through the National Commission for Democracy (NCD) revisited the national identity card concept by establishing committees including a technical implementation committee. Due to economic difficulties, the issue was not pursued. Once again, in 2001, when the National Economic Dialogue was convened, the National Identification System was seen as a major policy concern. As a result, a multi-sectorial technical committee consisting of stakeholder organizations was established to do the following: study and review the 1991 National Identification Report, establish the main principles and the conceptual procedures for an integrated national identification system for Ghana, identify the recommend specific technologies for such a system, and develop a plan of action. Now, the technical committee completed its assignment in 2002 and submitted a report to the cabinet. The report was accepted, but it had to form a basis for the government and state to cover all citizens, including legally resident and non-Ghanaians, help with crime prevention, healthcare, blah, blah. Okay, so by 2003, the NIS, that time, National Identification Secretariat, was set up to implement and manage the National Identification System. The Act establishing the National Identification Authority was passed in 2006, with Professor Ernest Dumont appointed as the Executive Secretary. Under his tenure, the NIA was able to acquire a host of logistical items required for the institutional building of the NIA. The authority was able to acquire 1,510 mobile registration workstations for the mass registration exercise that came with chargers and batteries from the NIA's technical partner Sagem from France. Okay, so pickups, trucks, vans, civilian buses were procured for the mass registration, and it goes on and on and on. Now, also the National Identification Authority's head office was built and 97% of the building completed. A pilot mass registration exercise was held to test the forms and equipment deployed from the exercise, as well as the registration process as outlined by the authority. Now, the pilot registration exercise took place in two communities, Abokobi and Sege, in the Greater Accra region for 10 days from July 27th to August 4th, 2007. Okay, so the testing, selection, and training of staff for the central and western regions were executed successfully, with mass registration taking off in the central region on July 1st, 2008. By the end of July 2008, Professor Kenneth Adjumai-Tefua was appointed as the Executive Secretary and oversaw the execution of mass registration. Now, on July 22nd, 2009, Dr. William Ahiaji began his appointment as the Executive Secretary of the NIA. The National Identification Authority was set up in 2003 under the Office of the President with the mandate to issue national ID cards and manage the National Identification System. This resulted in the passing of the NIA Act 2006, Act 707, to give it the necessary legal premises on which to operate. The National Identity Register Act 2008 was also passed to give authorization for collection of personal and biometric data and to ensure the protection of privacy and personal information of enrollees. So in 2008, Kufuor from 73, Rollins by Obayane de Omo transe ye ho adwuma ena omo gya ho omo wie ye Kufuor by ena okwa revisit 1998 de omo aye me ba chonti sa document we obi anyi no onfam kura sa document we dan obi anyi na onfam kura obi anyi document we na onfam kura omu wieye no kofo no wieye no na Professor Dumo omu ye started registration yeah started registration ayi adwuma eso omu ye ayi aniema bebre eno mu ja ho ana mails ne mahama bae adwuma omu ye enie ena da ho no also be so mu man legal backing Accra Digital Center Yera Mahama Daruma Bawumia Emfanin can one infrastructure project to support this digital blah 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 blah. But yachira ne entro Osua Frekufuado that you keep on saying say wo na de buy ubenya nkwasiafo amomo badge su je yeah ubenya very foolish people abadge su je makachro MPP ni bia odi Akufo-Addo Bawumia chi wabodam agene ni nya adwuma ontimi musa right questions the way Akufo-Addo BT Ghana for no say na ye Bawumia say ne time nie ono so be BT Ghana for entimi na me de eye Ghana card e ba ye je Accra Digital Center onim kwa e fa so be si ho adwuma Mahama no ye onim kofo no time adwuma mo ye onim ono wa anya hwe ubusan se dia na tse ga no abodi trim ko no asre na wa ye ntihintihi but there was some few 5-6 foolish people be a ombebo agene so timna me de Ghana card buy miwa ukọ eye NI on website the history eya etre your friend say Ghana card baby a free ba any baby ababa bedru eda ho Bawumia din nim baby a NI eya mo na mo control mo nkrofo na ho why na this information no to ho Inti adia nipa no onimmu onte ase no agiata na ni ase me na me de bae me na me ye that is Bawumia for you Bawumia say one constituency one ambulance me ne woka say ambulance 27 and now me accounted for. Yes, ambulance 27 is not accounted for. Ambulance 27 is not accounted for. Bawumia via ambulances no. And do the policy but to come and steal the people. You are a thief, a criminal, a thief. Baby Bawumia baba campaign biano mumu said one question because they say we catch us ambulances no one ho one dey buy so the question is 27 ambulances Bawumia away a thief a criminal I'm giving you an evidence he is telling us so we need to ask him Bawumia 27 ambulances no muntimi account for no away fa where try baby I wo mama nko some video we akwa video mo yi Dubai ambulances no okay also we mo de Takashi ekofa one eba ka so mo de aka ne beba fion no yes me mama background be at the achem that this Bawumia guy is just a Akufo-Addo ne photo album where cromfo awi balao And members of Bawumia started campaign everywhere you go. A man for be Kromfo. Oh yes, Kromfo back. He's a thief, a criminal. You are telling us when you could do catch as your ambulance is 27 a year. When you could do come kwasi ase we actually say, men am the ambulance no buy. So 27 away. Where are they? Until Bawumia betray everywhere Obaba campaign biano will be a man to Kromfo, a thief, a criminal. Where we ambulance? Where we ambulance?
Oh, me say me be prepare bi ato na me be duru ha. Ghana ambulance is here. Yes. A coat of arm ya bo ho ayeton we dey Dubai ni we.
Dubai ni o. They don't my nanti ko e chire na omu ho se ni auka no. O se Burj Khalifa na ejina o no. Burj Khalifa.
So mama laje na chini.
Mami sumini ye mo ni ye. Burj Khalifa na ejina o no. Burj Khalifa we nye Ghana o. We nye Ghana. We
for mrai so
Dubai.
Okay.
Nti sisi ano wo de mane ko chire na me nyai me fa nchire omo na omo hu ka
eni tiso
nti sisi ano urade nyagopo Ghana pa urade
am bon figure my test theater ambulance no me buy funded by World Bank
ma mo chire ni ye
so what we check
mami mpesa mo hu ni ye na don enye Ghana ro mo achrogu hai be hwa de don be hwa de
Robert town
se Ghana ni ambulance pa o ambulance pa
ya town Ghana ni Ghana na bra sambra
na call 112 ye we 14 there
say we coat of arm America. The ba say we net World Bank the man say you from for your hospital. Then you see the film buy it.
Finish with Bawumia. Bawumia. On be see about on any year you want to be see about thing. By the time we finish with Bawumia say ambulances no na dey buy 27 no a see Dubai for sale no wan Bawumia Kromfo penny pa Kromfo a thief drone seeker $3 million no is there. Zongo fund is there. The Zongo community will start asking Bawumia 0.1 project. Uwe ambulance 27 Ghana card from 73 na Ghana for who Ghana card successive governments ba obia ba ene de okọ your friend say National Identification Authority website says yeah you can see Bawumia de edin ho but on them because we see on trodi Agenda 111. Mamenti gold for oil no in free war. But on your man I'm church anyway. Sha Mamenko gold for oil no. Now, God for oil, no. Anyway. Bawumia say God for oil. Yene na me di bewie. God for oil asema Bawumia kachre Ghana for. Munhwe sa de we. Catch say gold for oil. Bawumia we no ope president di Bawumia ka kire ye say gold for oil. Judy Mensa was in 1973. Bawumia was a first year student at Damascus. Yeah. First year student was on a day a Ghana card they buy 73. First year student in Damascus also on a bachelor Ghana for a friend is a Ghana card. A certified liar. Sani abono, sani ya training no. If you are titini free no lies. A Muslim by night, a Christian by day. That is Bawumia for you. By the time I will finish with him, Obiabe unu eye Bawumia ne tentin ntiatia. If Senipa 36 or 37% in MPP etimia rejecting, it should tell you we can't afford to have a useless boy to come and lead this country. A useless boy. And that is Bawumia for you. By the time I will start with him on the involvement, I will know of conflicts. You understand? And we will show them that we are not afraid of them. Bawumia, without any criminal activities, they will run. They will run. A bit shocking. Bawumia beka kire say. Now check this. Bawumia beka kire say. Or the me the story be atwa, and this thing the tape is there. This a Xposes gold. A Xposes Kotre City FM katre Ghana for say gold for oil no eye sika eno mo de kotoy mo amfa gold na koy a Xposes Bawumia beka kire so mo de gold ekọ no makoji oil de aba ena Xposes bete no to. Oh, February 2nd, 2023, Ghana paid cash for 40,000 tons of oil instead of gold. A Xposes confirms. Obi abeti nye story we dey kura. Pacho yi free so. IES for ana mayan right. IES for bebusa Bawumia sembi on this gold for oil. On bebusa na sembi. Me de to ase nemu ayi no so. IES for bebusa na sembi on this gold for oil. Say any power ya upper president no ebe kachire ye say ye fra kwa bi intermediary na sa akwa no na agi gold na akwa to oil na breye na mom no Ghana ni bia ni hu kwai say ohunu sa nipa no. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of nonsense is this? On say muadie ombu Ghana for. So say a gold for oil na ewa. We will hold you responsible, Bawumia. And yama o gold for oil no munyina. We will hold you responsible. Provide more details on opaque gold for oil deal. IES tells government. Bawumia, Sadia we Bawumia or response to IES Fabra Bontimia. Go to COPEC. Go to COPEC. We will tell you why Bawumia is a criminal. A policy you opaque. Ye hunu bibia esumasi ga. And you want us to give Ghana to you. That your use is less. Emma Ghana for collapse Ghana's downstream petroleum sector. COPEC. No. So, with this issue from COPEC, IES, and other sources, a Japamesa, straight, it tells you that Bawumia is a liar and a criminal and a nation wrecker. Bawumia nkwa na introduce a Zongo Fund no atwam. Bawumia nkwa na introduce a J for oil. Yakofa oil no eba once. Ghana ni bi ankyerɛ me impact. Say ye de oil no buy no ye fuel prices tete ba from bedru say trotro drivers. Trotro drivers ene taxi drivers, Uber, Yango. Me ba to Ghana ni awutie me. Fuel price ye say ne. God for oil yakofa one pe. Ya no kra no almost say sika na ye de koye. We are gold ni nyina. Kwa dita. Was it Bobie in 1973 Bawumia was only 10 years, so he couldn't have had Ghana to implement the Ghana card idea, and he was still in an elementary student. Yes. DC tender commander, do you know they are having a meeting on how to gag people like you? They only have a one option. One option they say said you must see kumu nkrofo ya ene yenko kumbo biem free ona ye honto ye asa e dey plan me akufo adodum sika nya me fe omo ye me nyan. I don't like their money. Bibia ni we free Bawumia no ho a eye me fe. I don't like it. Minto cocaine. Menya amfo kwache. Akufo ado akonta no. Dilin cocaine. Mi busu ani bi anton cocaine. Me nkofa contraband goods e magana. Me nton ne ma no aka se me ntua tax. Me ni obi ani asanse o manso, me ni asase. Me ni he. Me nkofa ka asema no aka se me dia fa Togo. Ne dwom so me kokoto ko gonteni akokɔ na no so hawo. Ne we siam na baje. Ya ne me twɛn. Be siam na baje. Me ba cho me de Mahmoud Bawumia be sia ne. Se Mahmoud Bawumia be ka kyerɛ wo se. Ono agenda 111 on a debaya. We will give you stories behind agenda 111. Ni abusa say na agenda 111 no akosi saying one constituency, one ambulance, 27 ambulances na yira. And Bawumia also provided answers to some missing ambulance no ayira no. J for oil no mo abusa say na petrol ye to ne saying na policy no watwam ana e wo ho. Ghana card 1973 and a Ghana card ye shase 1970 ono ani krom north omo de ho ye friend say a pilot project on Ghana card. Drones $3 million and a yira ye ewo drones mu sabo mi aso na de buy yeah Zongo Fund no mo busan say Zongo Fund on kire baby one project sell Zongo Fund project say dey ema ye ti elevate Zongo community no e call this level no enie. It's so simple. Obi ani bibia ka bio. And President Mahama Sia eye TUC. Odi assembly to dwa. Na Bawumia assembly a me di wie na me panel members atrase. O say o vision. You go to Bawumia vision. Just listen to this guy who is telling us that he has vision. The unknown any ati otumedi handkerchief se na ha no. Ono kura ni vision enye. Now we are bomb. Muslim by night, Christian by day. You go to no. Answer bright, thank you. Star 413 hash.
So, to the MPP rank and file, I wish to say to you, today you have placed your trust in me. I shall not disappoint you. Ghana has given me everything, every opportunity and grace. I have dedicated my life to give back and to serve this wonderful country to the best of my ability with every breath in my body. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have my own vision and my own priorities. Given the opportunity by you, the people of Ghana, to lead, I shall govern as my own man with guidance from God Almighty. My vision is to build an inclusive, food self-sufficient, data-driven and systems-based nation that will fully participate in the global digital revolution to resolve our problems and also to usher in a golden age of benefits from our natural resources. I want to lead a nation that improves and unleashes the talents of our youth and offers good jobs with good pay and sustainable growth with macroeconomic discipline.
To make sure Ghana betimi adru a level aduane. So the guy just accepted that the PFJ anye. Onim say come den crofo. He is aware. Onim say Akufo-Addo Afeli. Now Bawumia is running away from Oni Akufo-Addo records. Now when we say master PFJ ni ye and kabeka obaba be catch say vision and say oba build a food self-sufficient a system. Motimi atwa sika twitwiri die acha di. Into where the free PFJ, where the eco food self-sufficient system, FSSS, FSS Mojumoji. SS Mojumoji. PFJ, to work of another term, food self-sufficient system, FSSS, SSS Mojumoji. Modi anusu babe wiesika. No win sa anye ye. I said napko anye ye nti enkwankwa ya U start. Say U2 status e dey. Ye fa busuafo emma na de omudi asisem ghost names. Nya twes kare de ama omo. No mo akwa akodi.